The Silver Surfer was made
My name is Pat Hendricks.
because
How have I been feeling? That is a complex question. I've been feeling a lot of things. Sadness for our nation, for the people who have been ill. Worry for those who are caring for them. We have a daughter who is a RN at HCMC, and so we're concerned about her contracting it. She does work with COVID patients, so that's a concern, but so far everything's been okay. So worry, sadness, a sense of hope that so many people are working on a vaccine, that it's going to happen, and it's just a matter of time. And gratitude for the amazing creative ways that people are stepping up and doing things, even though they need to stay distant and wear masks. Well, with the Nativity community, I have been very engaged since I am on staff here. Jan Fredrickson and I have the privilege of working with the esteemed elders here at Nativity, and we've been, I lead the Zoom Bible study, and that's been great fun for people who some people have not used technology ever, and we, with the help of often one of their children or one of our Nativity staff, we've been able to get people connected. And one woman commented, she says, in my 90 years of doing Bible studies, she said, I've never dreamed that I would do one sitting in front of a screen. So it's been fun to work with folks who are fairly new to technology, and some are not. Some are veterans with all of this.
space is just as bad.
I have been in Christian ministry for 30 years, some form or another, and I really believe that it's important that we have a life of faith, and that, including myself, and that I continue to grow in my faith. I don't want to be stagnated in my faith. And it's important that I can do whatever I can to help others in their personal journey of reaching out to God and knowing God and experiencing God. So it's simply a continuation of a journey that I've had for a long, long time, and I have the privilege at working here at Nativity to facilitate some of that faith growth. Well, as far as my life, I'm hoping that I can continue to be a good steward of my time during this COVID time, be an encourager to people, bring a laugh or a smile to people. I think humor is very important all of the time in our life, especially during times when there's stress in our culture. I hope to continue learning about a variety of topics. I have a little bit more time now, so I'll often get on YouTube and study something like quantum physics. I don't stay on very long because I don't understand it, but I'm giving it a good shot. As far as my hope for a Nativity, I know that things will change even when this is all over, and I know it'll change for the good. And that perhaps as we continue the online work, we'll draw perhaps more people into this community who can feel a part of it, and however, who don't have the opportunity to physically come here very often. I think that will be a very valuable asset that we will continue to hold and continue with what we're doing here at this place. I'd like to share some of what the people who are the more senior citizens in our community are doing and being. One thing that I appreciate in people who are older, and I'm a senior citizen, is that we've had 6, 7, 8, 9 decades under our belt, and we've been through a lot. Most of the people in that age bracket have lost their parents, some have lost a sibling, some even a child or a spouse. And we've lived through turmoil in our society. So I think there's a wisdom that those of us who are older can share with other people, as well as a sense of hope. We will get through this, just like we've gotten through everything else in this country.
Cars, planes, and airspace engineers are not good friends.
It's been fun to watch how some of the people at Nativity are responding. Many have been doing the masks. Hundreds and hundreds of masks were made. I know one woman who is sewing newborn diapers for one of the global health organizations. People are writing letters to individuals who may not be connected electronically to the Nativity community. Many people are making phone calls. One woman told me that she's calling some of her old friends that she hasn't talked to in a long time. And she even said, I called one of my old boyfriends. And she said, I was surprised he was still alive and had the same phone number. People are going through their photo albums and their shoeboxes full of photos and kind of reminiscing. One woman told me that she was surprised at how crazy she was when she was a younger person. Gave her more insight into today's young people. People are praying more. I hear that a lot, that they feel that that's a real call in their life. And people are growing. They're reading books that perhaps they've not read before. Our 2 book studies, as well as the Bible study, have increased in numbers. And I asked some of the folks, what is their hope for the future? And I want to read this to you. I had a couple of comments. As we go into whatever our new normal will be, I hope we take with us some of the kindness we learned during the pandemic, as well as the memory of how God has sustained us. Then from Irene Durchie. Irene is the oldest member at Nativity. She's 99 years old. And she said this, the future will be bright if people show lots of love and compassion, are tolerant, honest, who give a steady hand whenever you can, and show love most of all.
Looks down too hard. Some friends stay close by your side, while others join the National Guard. It's a truth like any other. We might lose each other,